I probably shouldn't be flashing the lights like that.
Hey up, they've started.
No, they haven't.
Hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up.
We are off on a sneaky little stealth camp tonight for an overnighter in Shropshire. I've eyed up a place called Brown Moss Nature Reserve, I think, in Whitchurch in Shropshire. Actually stumbled upon it upon a last trip that we did that hasn't actually been released on the channel yet, in the Peak District, so wait and see that. But it was the last day and we stumbled upon this place to cook up our last meal, and I noted it and I thought, yeah, that'd make for a good little stealth camp one night. You know, sometimes I think it's only because of me that people shop at Aldi. That's a joke, by the way. Right, where's Private Matty? He should be reporting for duty soon. So just while we wait for Matty to decide to roll out of bed, I've got a new piece of kit to introduce you to. The EcoFlow Delta Max 2, or Delta 2 Max. Not 100% sure exactly which order that comes in, but this is the Big Bertha, the Big Daddy, the father of the River 2 Pro and the Delta 2, both units which I've got, which actually are very competent units. But this I like to call the end of the world unit. Over 2,000 watt hours of battery capacity. It's got double the capacity of the Delta 2. And an added task for tonight's camp is to try and drain that battery to zero. I've got a couple of tools in my arsenal to try and defeat it tonight. I've upgraded the cooking setup in the van, so the van kitchen is going to be completely transformed later on. I've got an air fryer, I've got an induction hob. There's going to be quite a lot of things thrown at this tonight to see if it can handle it, but I can just see Matty coming now. What time do you call this, Private Matty?
Well, I can tell you one thing. How many times have you been late? This is only one. This is twice.
Hey, I got a bit of information for you.
Oh dear.
You know that place we stopped at, that Brown Moss Nature Reserve on the way back from the Peak District?
Yeah.
Obviously you guys haven't seen the Peak District trip yet, so it's coming up. I've done a bit of research on that.
Oh yeah?
And you don't know this.
Oh, go on.
Do you know that's one of Shropshire's highlighted dogging spots? I knew it. Because we saw a couple there, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Wandering off into the woods, and we thought, they look a little bit sketchy. What are they doing? But yeah, it's a dogging spot. It's a proper well-known one.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
You know, obviously Hormond Hill used to hold #1 spot.
Yeah.
When obviously they close the gates at night, it's all at Brown Moss, mate.
Oh, great.
Oh my God. He's thinking, Jesus, maybe I shouldn't have come out tonight.
Yeah, maybe I should stay at home.
No, you're all right, you're all right. Right, we've got to get some ingredients first for tonight's camp.
Yep.
Okay, shall I tell you what's on the menu?
Go on then.
All right, we're going to have a beautiful seared chicken burger.
Oh, nice.
Seasoned chicken burger with some chicken seasoning, with some lettuce and tomato and mayonnaise and a brioche bun. Beautiful, it's going to be gorgeous. I've cooked it before. I don't think I've actually cooked the healthier version for you guys before. I think the last time I cooked a deep fried one, and that was at Church Stretton, if you remember, in the back of the car.
I think so,
You weren't there for that one, were you?
I don't think
But
so.
we went for the war. We're also going to have some chips. Now you're probably thinking, how are we going to have chips, mate?
Yeah.
How are you going to make chips? Well, have a look down there, buddy.
Yeah, it is.
That's going to power everything. So our task on this camp, right, is to try and destroy it, right? Not destroy it as in blow it up, but destroy it as in we've got to we've got to try and drain that battery down. I've got an air fryer, I've got a toaster, I've got a kettle, we've got a plethora of batteries. So any batteries you need charging, throw them my way. Right? We're putting it on it. We're going to see how far we can drain it down. Okay. It's 24 hours with the Delta Max 2 and seeing if we can completely drain it. Should we go and get the ingredients?
Yep, go for
Let's
it.
do it. Let's do it. Big thank you to the Aldi employee. You've made Matty's day. Asked him for ID, didn't he? Oh, he's on top of cloud 9 now. Right, we're loaded up. We got the food, we got the water. We're not going to go thirsty. And the first on the agenda is we're going to go explore a place called Hawkstone Follies. It's a place in Whitchurch, Shropshire, that you have to pay admission to get into. It's like 11 quid, so I'm fingers crossed, I'm hoping it's worth it. But they have some cave systems there, and apparently we're guaranteed some beautiful views. So we're going to do a bit of stealth filming. Normally places where you have to pay to get in, whether it be National Trust, English Heritage, wherever it might be, they normally don't like people filming. So we're not going to be filming us getting into the place, as far as going through the entrance and admissions. But once we're in, and once the staff have naffed off and left us alone, then we'll see if we can bring you back and hopefully see some beautiful views of Hawkstone Follies in Whitchurch, Shropshire. And just while we're heading down to Whitchurch, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the beast of a unit, the Delta Max 2, that's going to be powering our camp tonight. So I've just got back from an epic 3-day road trip with this bad boy. I took the Delta 2 Max, I took the Delta 2, and I also took the EcoFlow Glacier on a 3-day road trip completely off-grid, and it was only thanks to this. I was able to recharge the Delta 2 multiple times on the road with the Delta 2 Max, and I also topped up the battery on the fridge as well. Now this standalone unit comes in at 2 kilowatt hours, which is double the capacity of the Delta 2, but you can expand this up to 6 kilowatt hours. Now, as I'll mention later on in this video, it's got an output of 2,400 watts on the AC outlets, boosting up to 3,100 watts with their X-Boost technology. Now, EcoFlow say that this unit will power up to 99% of your home appliances, but when I was thinking about it, I can't actually think of anything that I've got at my house that uses up to 2,400 watts. So for me, this powers all of my home appliances. And if you want to be completely off-grid, you can charge this in as little as 2.5 hours just on solar power. And if you're at a camp spot with a hookup, you can recharge it to 80% in as little as 43 minutes. And if you want to wait a little bit longer, just over 80 minutes, you can achieve a full charge. Now, I don't know many mobile phones that can charge that quick, let alone a 2 kilowatt hour portable power station. Now, what I have here is the updated Delta 2 Max, which comes with their brand new LFP battery chemistry. Now, in layman's terms, what that means is you can charge this up to 3,000 times through its battery life. And thinking about a time frame, that's using it every single day for 10 years. And if that wasn't enough, EcoFlow are offering a 5-year warranty with these units to give yourself peace of mind. Now, I've managed to wing an exclusive discount code just for you guys watching. I'll leave the code down here and I'll leave the link in the description below where you guys can go check out the Delta 2 Max or any other EcoFlow products and get yourselves a bargain. Now, let's get back to today's video. Right, we're in. We smuggled the cameras in. Hawkstone Park, the Follies. Now, one surprise on today's adventure, should we say. I asked the gentleman at the front, I said to him, if we were to explore everywhere and go around the whole map and come back to the visitor centre where we start, how long would that roughly be? And he said, 2.5, 3 hours. I wasn't expecting it to be that big and long. We'll do our very best to explore as much of Hawkstone Park as we can today. But if we pass out beforehand, apologies in advance. It's a beautiful day. I'm wearing a t-shirt and I was going to wear some shorts actually, but unfortunately I didn't bring my belt with me, so no shorts today. But Shropshire weather has been very kind to us. It's the start of summer, mate. It is. It's the start of summer. So we've just come across our first pair of walkers, and the first thing they said to us was, good luck. What an omen, eh, Matty?
Oh yeah.
Apparently it's a bit of a scramble in these caves, pitch black. Matty's got some torches, thank God. So even with all the sunlight beaming through the trees, it's a little bit hairy, slippery and wet. Be a good test for these boots again, I think. Yeah, if anyone's got any history of the Follies, leave a comment below. It'd be interesting to read it. I think that's one of the things I love about doing some of these off the beaten track walks, should we say, is that you guys help me out and educate me with what I'm looking at. Oh, wow. Wow, you can get to the top. Yeah. Honestly, that was quite a spiral staircase. And then now, oh, wow. Oh, very daunting being up here. Oh my goodness, I can't look over the edge there, mate. Really? I know it's a solid structure, but there's something very unnerving about being up here.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God. Mate, that is high. That is high.
Oh, it is high. It's incredibly, incredibly high.
Look at that tractor in the distance there. Oh. We're down, we're back on solid ground. What a view though, eh?
Oh, it's beautiful.
What a view. Doesn't it make you feel a little bit inadequate when like you're up there brick? Yeah. And you got kids up there going, Mummy and Daddy, hello. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Like it's nothing.
Yeah, like it's nothing basically, yeah. Right, well, we got a bit lost. We got to where it says, I don't know if you can see it at the top there, Swiss Bridge. And we thought, hang on a minute, that's quite a short walk. We'd missed out all this middle bit here. So we just got to walk past a place, or walk near to a place called Fox's Knob. And then we're going to be at a place called Hermitage or St. Francis Viewpoint and Cave. Matty? You looking for a Fox's Knob? Yeah, that's what it says, look.
Fox's Knob.
Yeah. Looking for a fox's knob.
It does actually say Fox's Knob.
So we're just taking a load off. Having a bit of a break. Been walking for about 2 hours now, haven't we?
Yeah, about 2 hours.
See, one thing I've noticed is that when you come to these areas that are like well known for walking, I don't know if you've noticed it as well, mate, but the typical kind of anorak people that wear the mountain warehouse super blue high-vis coats with a walking stick, with a fabric hat, you know, like a fabric fisherman's hat. They got a map around their neck, binoculars as well. You get them everywhere, no matter what the weather is. Blistering sun today, and they're all over the place. Just think, how are you walking in that? It must be like a tribe. It must be like a club of some sort. Ramblers. That's what they're called, ramblers, aren't they? Ramblers. Yeah, ramblers. That's it. Do they get organised and come out together, do you reckon?
I reckon they do.
I reckon they do.
It's like little meetups.
Like a day out. You know, all ramblers assemble at this place.
And they must have a certain dress code.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, if you don't, you are not allowed to join us on this club.
Leave a comment. Anybody a rambler? We're not looking to offend anyone, by the way.
We are. We are.
Inevitably, that happens, through natural course of things. But if there's any ramblers out there, or anyone knows anything about the elusive Rambler clan, leave a comment below. After pondering about the comings and goings of the Rambler people, we then took our journey into the cave system. Do you know what this gives me vibes of? Looking out there.
What?
And we're down here.
What?
Go on. Do you reckon? Do you reckon you know what it is?
No.
Goonies.
Goonies.
Goonies, mate. There you guys! Wow. This is incredible. So here we are, a place called Raven Shelf. This looks like one of the main viewing points at Hawkstone Follies. Anyone posh enough watching that's played golf on Hawkstone Golf Course? Leave a comment below. What's your annual salary?
How many bogeys have you hit?
Yeah. What car do you drive? It's got to be worth at least 50k, innit? A car if you're golfing here.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay. There's only one thing for it.
We go back.
Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let you go. It's so natural. You belong to me. I belong to you. So where do we go? So after a few more wrong turns, we eventually made it back to the visitor centre, where we enjoyed a well-deserved ice cream. Everything that you've used on this camp, mate, bring it to me. Drones, cameras, everything. We're going to whack it all on charge and put it on the Delta Max 2.
Okay.
Look at the size of that beast. It's crazy, that is. That's your end of the world solution. So that's all your AC outlets there. You've also got your DC outlet. You've got your ways to charge it here, so you can actually charge it through the AC, solar, and through your 12-volt in your car. And all at the front, I'll just show you. You've got all of your USB outlets, including USB-C fast charge, 100 watts, and you've also got some 3 amp hour USB 3 ports as well to be able to fast charge other equipment. So we headed down to Brown Moss, utilising our driving time to charge all of our kit back up on the Delta 2 Max. Welcome to the jungle, baby. Oh. Oh. The beautiful Brown Moss Nature Reserve. Now, it wasn't that long ago that we were here, was it? Wasn't that long ago at all.
It was
a video that's yet to come out, a trip to the Peak District. We stopped here on the way back to Shropshire, well, Shrewsbury should I say, because we're in Shropshire. Brown Moss Nature Reserve, Whitchurch. And not a bad evening for it, mate. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Right, how's the charging coming on? Okay, one battery's charged, Matty's controller's nearly charged, the 360 won't be far off being charged, and the drone is still charging. What are we on? 98%. It's gone down 8%. I left home with 99. We'll have a little look around Brown Moss, go for a little wander, and then we'll come back and we'll really put the Delta Max 2 through its paces. One of the most amazing things has just happened to me, and I think Matty as well, on our journeys and travels. We met a fellow subscriber and a fellow viewer of the channel right here in Brown Moss. She wasn't quite comfortable enough to be on camera, but my God, did she have a fantastic car camper setup.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of all places in the world that she's travelled from, she's come from the Netherlands. All the way from the Netherlands in a Skoda Yeti?
Yes.
Was it a Skoda Yeti? Just saw her car camper setup. Asked her politely if I could take a couple of photos of her setup this evening. So I'll put them up now, just so you guys can see exactly what she's rocking. But my God, that was refreshing, that was. The lady's name was Frances. So thank you ever so much, Frances, for watching the videos that you have done so far. I am super inspired, even more so now than obviously all the adventures that we've done.
Yeah.
To get out on some more trips. I think she's been in the UK for nearly 2 weeks, she said?
Yeah, fortnight, yeah.
A fortnight in the Skoda Yeti. Showed me the whole setup, how she does things, where she puts the cooker, how she sleeps, how the bed folds out. I did say to her, can I please show people this? But she didn't feel comfortable on camera. That's fine. Some people do, some people don't they?
Absolutely.
We've met a few people over the times, and some people said they want to be on camera, some people said they don't.
Yeah.
But yeah. Great to meet you, Frances, and I hope you have a lovely night in Brown Moss in Shropshire. Right, are you hungry?
Yes, I am, yeah.
All right, let's get the chicken burgers and chips on the go. So I've got the air fryer, I've got an induction hob, I've got a toaster for the morning, we're gonna have Pop-Tarts for breakfast. We're gonna be throwing every single high power camping kit equipment, whatever we're gonna call it, at this thing now to see if it will drain down a little bit more. And hopefully we'll get a bit of an idea of how long that would actually last on a normal camp. Now, tonight's example is a little bit different because I probably wouldn't be throwing as much electrical equipment at it as I would on a normal camp, but it's all worth giving it a good try out and making sure that we get it a good test and see what it's like. Right, mate.
Yes.
Everything's charged, all cables are unplugged. We've only gone down 3%.
Really?
It's time to pull out the big guns. Private Matty, pull out the artillery. Go get the air fryer. Oh, no. This is my air fryer from home. This is what I use all the time with the family to cook up quick meals. I think it uses around 1,000 watts. So if that doesn't kill it, I'm not quite sure what will. So we've got the air fryer. We've also got an induction hob underneath there from Vango. That uses 600 watts. Now the quoted output of this Delta Max 2 is 2,400 watts. Can you believe that?
Really?
Do you know what? I don't even think I own anything in my house that outputs or that sucks out 2,400 watts. I mean, can you think of anything in your house? I don't even think my oven does. But if you wanted to prepare yourself for an apocalypse with zombies roaming around, then that is the big bertha to go for. You literally could run anything. There's no limits to what you could run. Air fryer, induction hob, projector, that's coming soon by the way. Gaming system, you could run a gaming laptop, even a PS5, whatever it is you want to run, that will run it. And we're going to prove that tonight. So let's get the air fryer on the go. We've got some frozen chips in the fridge. I've also got the induction hob. Yeah, go and get everything, mate. Come get everything. Get all the artillery. Load the cannons. Let's turn that on. Let's plug this in. And that is our power outlet for this evening. That's in there, ready to rock and roll. Plug that in there like that. Oh shit, okay, it's on already. Let's turn that on. So that's our chicken, lightly seasoned. You can see there we've used some of the chicken seasoning and salt and pepper just to give it a bit of colour, and that's also going to enable us to have a bit more flavour on the chicken burger when it goes in the bun itself. We're having a feast tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Hey, okay. I've had no lunch, so I'm starving.
Yeah. So full portion of chips for Matty. Oh, can you hear that? That's the induction.
Is it?
That zing. Can you touch an induction pan while it's on?
Don't know. You'll have to find out.
Leave a comment below. Can you touch an induction pan while it's on? I don't want to find out. Right, chicken's on, chips are on. Let's just see how it's all. Oh, we are cooking on some electric now, mate. 1600 watts. That's the first time I've seen that go down a couple of percentages. Oh, you're getting there, mate. Getting there. I'm gonna double it up for you, okay? Now, you don't want lettuce and tomato, do you?
Nope.
But you do want mayo?
Yep, bit of mayo, that'll be fine.
It's Aldi mayo, is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I knew that one. Come on.
Oh, I think that's your chips. We got some chips to go with your burger. Oh shit, we're gonna burn ourselves. Let's just get your burger. Excuse the fingers, Matty, sorry about that. Right, here we go. Mate, you've got a lion's portion there, haven't you?
Right,
Is that good? Is that good? That's a game changer, isn't it, the van?
it is.
Yeah, yeah. Right, so that's one portion of burger and chips served up. I think at this point, before we cook the next portion, let's just see exactly how much power we've used on the Delta Max 2, just to see what we're doing. If you're a solo camper, 78%. So we've dented it. We've definitely dented it, but that's using a 1000 watt air fryer and a 600 watt induction hob. And we've only gone down just over 20% since the start of the day by using all of the batteries to be charged and also running that to cook yourself a burger and chips. What's the burger like?
Which is nice, by the way.
It's good. I'm glad you like it.
God, look at that fat coming out of there.
Those chicken sizzlers from Aldi, they are a great addition to a camp. Very quick and easy to cook. And quite cheap too. Right, well now the food's cooked, let's check exactly what this is on now. 61% still. That's 3 meals, 3 burgers, 2 big portions of chips with an air fryer and an induction hob. I haven't even used half a battery. That's crazy.
We drank some hot chocolate, watched the sunset over brown moss, and then started seeing some strangers of the night appear in the car park.
Well, I thought we were going to be saying goodnight, but we've just had a Volvo pull in. I probably shouldn't be flashing the lights like that. They are definitely here.
Hey up, they've started.
No, they haven't. Is that another car?
I bet you. Hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up. Well, mate.
Right, well, look, I'm going to get my bed set up, right, and I'm going to go to sleep, okay? All right? That means you've got to go in your car by yourself.
Oh, that's fine by me.
If anything happens, yeah, any dodgy things start coming through your window gaps with your window deflectors, right?
Don't have to do bloody well.
Feel free to come and knock on my van and say, mate, let me in. I've got loads of cocks coming through the door here. Attempt number 2 at trying to get a quiet night. Let's see if anyone else calls in, shall we? My God. That's an old Volvo, that. An old Volvo V70. The dogger's choice. Oh, he just put his side lights on. It's like a flipping dog in hotspot, this place. Well, before I get a knock, I'm gonna get these lights off and go to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Oh, good morning. Matty survived the night by the looks of it. It was an eventful night last night, to say the least. There was cars coming and going throughout the night. That Volvo stayed for an unusually long time. I think there was a bit of action last night, especially with maybe who was next door to me. The van came alive when people started to park in the car park. Oh well. I didn't get the knock though, and I don't think Matty did either, so I'll say hello to him this morning. He had a better vantage point than me with the Volvo that was opposite here that had their headlights on for quite some time. So it'd be interesting to see what he saw as well. But yeah, it was a hive of activity after about 10 o'clock last night. People started pulling in. And I don't think you get dog walkers in the middle of the night about 10 o'clock. And they certainly didn't stay the night either, because they're not in the car park now. But I think they left me and Matty to our own devices, which is nice. I had no knocks or no weird sounds outside the van of people walking around and rustling. But there was definitely some action in this car park last night. Anyway, first things first, let's get the kettle on. I'll give Matty a call and get him to come over and get his cup, and he can have a hot drink and see what he saw last night. Good morning.
Good morning.
The Red Lion minivan pub is open, mate, if you'd like to come to the side door. So, spill the beans then. What did you see last night? I saw a Volvo pull in.
I saw 2 cars arrive.
Yeah.
I saw the Volvo.
Yeah.
And there was one right down the far end, and he had full main beam on.
Because I saw a few cars arrive, like 2 or 3 cars over the course of the night. And I know there was another one that pulled in right by the Volvo, and all I saw before I went to bed was like phone lights flashing.
Really?
And I just thought, what is going on? Obviously in your car you've got a bit more of a better vantage point than me, so what did you see?
I'll be honest, I think I did see a bit of heeing and sheeing going on.
What's that mean?
Yeah, oh, come on, you never... all right then. For all the dirty ones at home, I saw a bit of friskying going on.
What does that mean?
You've never heard of friskying?
No. Did you see the business?
I think I did see a bit of business going on. Let's put it this way: Pornhub might as well have had a full subscription round here, you know.
It was a hive of activity.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
After about 10 o'clock, I just honestly, when I saw that stuff online saying about it being a dogging spot on one of the hottest dogging spots in Shropshire. You read stuff online, you just don't think, do you, that it's actually going to be genuine. But I mean, on a weekend, Saturday night, mate, there was a few cars here last night. There was a bit of a rumble in the jungle, should we say? Bit of milk of yours, sir?
I'll be all right with that. Well, I'll have a tiny bit.
Tiny bit?
Yeah, I'll have a tiny bit.
Whoa. Let's poke our heads out this morning, shall we? Oh, look at that. Family of swans on the lake. I don't know what my hair looks like, by the way. I could look as rough as a bear's arse, but yeah. I struggle in the morning. I've noticed that. I could be in the most beautiful location like I am now. And because that van's so comfortable now, I just want to tuck myself up inside, cup of tea, porridge, Pop-Tarts. But I need to get out and have a look and show you guys obviously as well. But what a great view to wake up to. Well, look, we've had breakfast. We've cooked up multiple meals on the induction hob. We used the air fryer last night. We charged the fridge as well because I forgot to charge it before I left home. We've also boiled multiple kettles worth of hot water, used the toaster this morning, and I'm surprised to say we still haven't defeated the EcoFlow Delta Max 2. I want to say a big thanks to EcoFlow for sponsoring today's video, and also a big thanks to you guys for joining me again. Another local spot in Shropshire, Brown Moss Nature Reserve. Gorgeous place. I'll leave a link in the description below where you guys can check out the Delta Max 2 or any other EcoFlow products from Brown Moss in Shropshire. I'll see you guys in the next one.